Hi everyone, it's Kristen. So this came, and I thought this was a cool concept, a cool story. I also got the Rogue one, but that hasn't come yet. So this is I guess the one that the non-variant one, the regular one. I don't know what you actually call non-variant ones. And there were only two variants, so I bought both of them just because I thought they were fun. So this is like a nod to the old sci-fi comic books that they used to have. And then this one. So from my understanding, this is I mean, obviously it's a what if, and this is, I think, before he joined the X-Men, because it says, Remy LeBeau, Gambit, Mutant, X-Men, the thief with the heart of a hero. But at this crucial moment, Gambit is above one thing above all others, a traitor. So it talks about how he was manipulated by Sinister to lead the Marauders into the Morlock tunnels, and that's when the mutant massacre occurred. Um, and this was Gambit's lowest point, basically. And it says, we find Gambit in hiding from the X-Men, the team that would one day define him. So I feel like this, because it says at this moment, one thing above all else, a traitor. So this is kind of, I feel like, soon after it happened, which he hadn't met the X-Men yet. So I feel like this is a what if before he met the X-Men. And I'll explain more why I feel that way after. So Galactus approaches him and says, I am making you my herald because you have special skills that I need. And he's like, rise. Do you accept your new role? And Gambit says, deal me in. And he's like, okay, well, we're leaving now. And Gambit's like, leave? I can't do that. I need to right some wrongs, and I finally have the power to do so. So, I'm staying here. So he sends his little Punisher army after Gambit. And Gambit, being Gambit, makes quirks. He's like, looks like I have some admirers, but I work alone. And then he's like, whoa, Gambit didn't know he could do that. I mean, he has, power cosmic, which I think he looks really cool with. Well, of course, I think everyone looks even cooler with, cosmic powers. I mean, look at what they did with Jean Grey recently. I mean, her new uniform, her new look is just even a step above, the Phoenix look, which is really cool. So basically, this is where Galactus says, he's like, enough, I need you, because you have special skills I need you to steal a planet for me. Because, he's a thief. So the collector is having a party, basically to show off his collection. He's opening it up like a museum for everyone to come and look and see and admire his collection. And he doesn't actually like open it up to the public very often. So he has went all out. He has drinks and food and entertainment. And he talks about his prized possession being an entire planet. So Gambit, crashes the party, so to speak. And you see a lot of familiar faces like Deathbird and Moondragon, Gamora, Drax, Chode, Hesaba, Corsair, Gladiator, Ronin, a Skrull, Razor, Shi'ar Guard. So anyway, he's Heptipha, and he's like, hey, flirting with her, and she ignores him because she's with Corsair. And so the collector introduces himself, and Gambit's like, I am, and he's like, I know who you are. I do my homework. He's like, I just don't know why you're here. Galactus doesn't send out his Harold for, no reason. But he's like, but it's a long night. I have guests to attend to, so we'll settle this matter later. And Gambit jokes, like, he's like, well, I have all the time in the world because apparently I'm, immortal now. He's like, maybe I'll just go on my own tour. So then he sees this girl standing there, and apparently she's one of the collectors, people. And she takes Gambit out on a tour. And she shows him like more of the private spaces where the collector has collected species and kept them in cages. And Gambit's like, they don't seem very happy, to be there. And she said, oh, well, that's part of the collector's duty is to collect these things so that they're not forgotten, so that they can be remembered before, everything, before all their planets and everything else is destroyed. And she's like, I'd better go. The collector will wonder where I've been. And Gambit's like, one last kiss for the road. And then he goes off, always the charmer. He goes off and finds, tries to find what he's looking for. And these robots guards stop him and say, no one's allowed into the record, the Hall of Records or whatever. Gambit's like, well, that's exactly, where I need to be then. And so he finds what he's looking for, which is this planet. And, the collector said, if you destroy my records, you'll never find what you're looking for. And Gambit's like, well, I already found it. I already know. He's just trying to figure out why he has this planet. I mean, what's the big deal about this planet? So the collector tells them that this is actually Galactus's planet, Ta. I don't know if that's actually how you pronounce it. It's TAA. I mean, you know me and pronunciations. I'm never sure if I am pronouncing things right. So if you guys actually know how to pronounce it, let me know. I mean, I don't know how many other ways you can pronounce it. It's TAA. Anyway, so the collector says, Galactus, was born on this planet. It's his planet. He escaped his dying universe. And in the Big Bang that followed, he became, what he is now, and birthed a god. So, he's like, I just was so curious. I had to have this planet. So he commissioned worldsmiths and basically to recreate this planet down to the smallest detail. And Gambit's like, well, my master wants it, so he's gonna have it. And he's like, no. It's not for sale. And if you try to take it, I will simply just destroy it. So if you'll excuse me, I have a party to attend. And Gambit, in response for him being so flippant, sets off this, this whatever it's called. Basically, his power is kinetic energy, so anything that has moving parts, he's just like tapped it along the way, in this tour that he went on, and then the tour that he went on, by himself and with the girl. And he did that to the whole ship. So he's disabled like the cages, he's disabled all basically the moving parts, his defenses, the collector's defenses, like pretty much everything. He even disabled the collector because the collector's like, how dare you, comes at him, and he's like, I can't move. And Gambit's like, my power is kinetic energy. I stole your kinetic energy the moment I got here. The moment, like, it shows that they shook hands because, Galactus wants this planet and he will have it. And Galactus appears and says, Harold, have you completed your task? And Gambit says, yes, I have. I have your planet. But the thing is, he's like, the thing is, though, this planet is not real. Like, I feel kinetic energy. And this planet is lifeless. It's soulless. It has nothing. Like, it's just an imitation, a copy. of your planet. It's not actually real. Would you think a being as powerful and as old as Galactus would know that, would know the difference? But, I think part of it is that he has, emotions attached to his homeworld, of course, being the only sole survivor. So Galactus, the collector's like, I only meant, I meant no harm. I meant it to be like a playful gesture. I just, my curiosity got the best of me. And he's like, Galactus says, fine, I will doom you to the same soulless planet you created. So puts him in this, the little planet. And then Gambit says to him, if I may, I think you and I have something in common. It seems to me that you miss where you come from, and I mean, so do I, and it seems like you have some regrets, as do I. But I know one thing, that, what's done is done, what's lost is lost. There's no going back. And then after that little speech, Galactus says, Harold, I relieve you of your duty. Gambit's like, wait, what? He's like, you're free to go. Just, leave. You've served me well. Go. And I feel like I was pretty surprised, when he's just like, and actually let him, keep his powers. I feel like Gambit kind of awakened something in him, like this little spark of recognition, of memory, just, just, he, like Gambit said, they had something in common. He related to him. So the ending pages said, Gambit knows he could never atone for what he's done, but maybe with this newfound power, which he doesn't even know how it works or what he could do with it, maybe in some small way he can, help. He can atone. He can make, the world better. And so you see he's on this, it looks like a barren planet, and he touches the surface and makes this little teeny little flower grow. And there's the Watcher. So I thought that was, and then here's the other ones that they did. Hulk, Moon Knight, Rogue, which that's the one I have, and Spider-Gwen. I think I actually got a Spider-Gwen one also, because for some reason in one of the variants, Rogue is on the cover, and she's my favorite, so I think I got that one too. Like I said, it hasn't come yet. So I just thought that was a cool issue. I kind of wish they would do just like a little teeny follow-up, just to explain, like, what Gambit has been doing with his powers, how they work, because we saw that little flower bloom. So it says to me that he can create life in a way. So I kind of want them to do a little follow-up story on that. So I doubt they will, but that'd be cool if they did. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will join me in the future for when I get, the Rogue Galactus issue. And honestly, hopefully you'll join me for more videos. And I don't know if you guys have been joining me for the Cat Saga videos, but I've been posting a lot of those too. I'm still hopeful one day that Warren and Longshot will let me pet them. Haven't yet. No progress there, and everyone just kind of keeps telling me to be patient, and I am, because I don't want to scare them. I don't want to lose the progress that I have made with them, because as I said before, Longshot, it used to be when I even touched the handle and undid the lock, he would bolt out of the backyard completely, and now look at him. I mean, that's huge progress. So anyway, so I hope you will continue to join me for my comic book videos and for the Cat Saga videos. So until next time, bye.